Sorry, I want something to eat. I would like something to eat. Let me tell you something, man. You are not welcome in this island. October 7th, Jew hater! You fucking Jew hater piece.
Wait until you see this. We've got stunning new video featuring the ultra-Marxist Zoran Mamdani getting chased out of Staten Island by angry New Yorkers who refuse to accept communist governance. But we're going to see how all of this points to a deeper political earthquake rocking the Democrat Party nationwide. What happened to Mamdani isn't just local resistance. It's a preview of the catastrophic civil war that's breaking the Democrat Party apart, and Mamdani is fast becoming the new poster boy of that national implosion. Hey gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, your Patriot Professor, here to help you make sense of all the madness as the Marxist far left desperately tries to stop the unstoppable rise of a new conservative age that you are making happen actually all over the world. So if you want a front row seat on how you're changing the world in ways you never even imagined, make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button.
It's clear this Sunfresh at 31st and Prospect is struggling. This is the first section people see when they come in. There's barely any produce. A lot of the coolers and shelves around the store look the same way, empty.
It was one of the most perfectly timed breaking stories imaginable. A government-run Kansas City supermarket has just officially shut down after sucking up nearly $30 million in state tax revenue. It's what's technically known as municipal socialism. It's a governing philosophy that has consistently failed across multiple jurisdictions and time periods. And the data is both, well, it's frankly undeniable as it is devastating. Socialist-style municipal programs show, get this, they show a 78% failure rate within 5 years, according to urban policy research from the Manhattan Institute. These are policies that have bankrupted municipalities from Detroit to Stockton, and now it looks like New York. The most recent news of the Kansas City grocery store's demise was a fitting testimony to the socialist suicide that New Yorkers appear hell-bent to inflict on themselves in November. But not everyone in New York is complying with this political absurdity. Far from it. A massive backlash is rising up against the Marxist Mamdani, and a restaurant in Staten Island just hours ago became ground zero for that resistance.
Sorry, I want something to eat. I would like something to eat. Let me tell you something, man. You are not welcome in this island. October 7th, Jew hater! You fucking Jew hater piece. Hey, Mr. Mamdani, can I talk to you? This is my island. You're not welcome here. Excuse me. You hate Jews. You hate this country. You hate this big shot full of Tom Holman. Go home.
Now, as you just heard there, the growing resistance to Mamdani isn't just based on his utterly bankrupt economics. It has much to do as well with his rabid anti-Israel stance that's become central to his political identity, placing him right at the epicenter of the Democrat Party's most destructive internal conflict yet. The Israel-Palestine issue has created the deepest ideological schism in Democratic Party history, surpassing even the Vietnam War era divisions. Now, recent polling data shows that only about 8% of Democrats right now support Israel's actions in Gaza, as compared to 71% of Republicans. So this represents a complete inversion of historical party positions. As late as 2020, Democrat support for Israel maintained majority status. And the transformation has been so rapid and it's been so complete that it's literally redefining what it means to be a Democrat in America today. And the numbers tell really an extraordinary story. Over 700,000 Democrats cast uncommitted votes back in 2024 primaries, specifically to protest their party's Israel policy. In swing states where elections are decided by 10,000 or 20,000 votes, that represents potential electoral suicide for the Democrat establishment for the foreseeable future. AIPAC, the American Israel Public Affairs Committee, and affiliated groups spent over $100 million in 2024 specifically targeting progressive Democrats who criticize Israel. They successfully defeated 2 squad members, Jamal Bowman and Cori Bush, in the most expensive House primaries in American history. It's being called nothing less than a Democrat civil war. Pro-Palestinian progressives versus pro-Israeli liberals. And it's literally devastating the party at a national level. In fact, the veteran Democrat strategist James Carville actually quipped last year that if the Democrats went on to lose the presidential election in November, which they did, thank God, but if they did go on to lose, you could blame Israel for it. And the civil war that it erupted, well, particularly I think he brought up Netanyahu. You can blame Netanyahu for it precisely because of this fallout from the Israeli-Gaza conflict that so effectively split the Democrat Party apart. Unfortunately for Carville, Mamdani represents a party split that actually stretches far deeper than the Israeli-Palestinian divide. And it's one that promises to end the Democrat Party for good. I got the stats. This is going to absolutely blow you away. But first, gang, I do want to give a quick shout out to the sponsor of today's video, and that's our good friends over at Block Trust IRA at TurleyTalksCrypto.com. Now, if you've been wanting to get into crypto investing, right? Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and the like, but you've always been intimidated or turned off by the volatility, meet your knight in shining armor. Block Trust IRA has a super AI system that Bitcoin Magazine has named the #1 crypto technology platform in the world. That was among 1,500 global competitors. They are simply the best. And what that super AI does is it works 24/7 to analyze global market data and predicts it with uncanny accuracy, the highs and the lows of crypto volatility. So Block Trust IRA then sells at the highs and then buys again at the lows. And that mitigates the volatility, all the while you stand to make incredible gains. That's why I'm a proud client of Block Trust IRA. I love them. I have my own account with them. I could not be more satisfied with them, and I couldn't recommend a company more to you. Their mission perfectly aligns with President Trump's Make America Great Again agenda, smashing down the barriers between loyal patriots and the financial freedom they deserve, helping true Americans build impressive wealth in Trump's historic economic boom. So whether you're a teacher, a truck driver, small business owner, or retiree, this is your chance to get in the crypto market with AI mitigating your volatility risk. So what are you waiting for? Click on that link below right now or visit TurleyTalksCrypto.com. That's TurleyTalksCrypto.com and find out how they can help you join the Trump financial revolution that's finally giving forgotten Americans access to the greatest crypto wealth opportunity in history. And the best part, for a limited time, they're offering my viewers up to $2,500 in bonus crypto when you open up an account with them. It's amazing, gang. Don't wait on this. Again, I'm a client. I love them. Crypto created 80,000 new millionaires last year. Why not you next? Visit TurleyTalksCrypto.com. That's TurleyTalksCrypto.com. What promises to ultimately sink Mamdani and the Democrat Party as a whole is how the left is currently being split down the middle when it comes to their doubling down on all things woke. Now, take, for example, Mamdani's radical commitment to sanctuary cities. The problem with that commitment is that every single poll out there shows that the vast majority of voters across the country reject sanctuary cities, including, ironically, and this is key, a number, if not a majority, of Democrats. The latest July Harvard-Harris poll found that 52% of self-identified Democrat voters, again, I'll underscore that, 52% opposed sanctuary city laws. And you'll know, again, like we talk about all the time on this channel, like all other woke issues, The left splits right down the middle. You take any woke issue out there that Mamdani has doubled down on in steroids. Take any woke issue, and that woke issue will have half the left support it, but the other half, the Bill Maher half, will stand opposed to it. So support for sanctuary cities among Democrats splits right down the middle in virtually every poll, whereas by contrast, an overwhelming number of Republicans, almost unanimous, oppose sanctuary cities. So, again, this is the calculus here. Woke issues split the left and they unite the right. Woke issues split the left and they unite the right. So what that means is that inevitably at a national aggregate level, more people vote against woke issues. They vote against these sanctuary cities policies, then end up voting for them. Even in New York City itself, according to the latest Emerson polling, even in deep blue New York City, support for sanctuary city policies only reaches about 46%. Again, ironically, that's around the roof, as it were, the ceiling. That's what roof, ceiling, whatever. That's the ceiling of Mamdani's support, around 46%. Again, because Mamdani himself splits the left. Again, it cuts down the middle of an inordinate Democrat electorate. This is the political poison that Mamdani ultimately represents. The civil war between pro-Palestinian progressives and pro-Israeli liberals is actually indicative of, it is symbolic of this deeper divide of woke issues that split the left and unite the right. More people inevitably come out voting against what Mamdani stands for, at least again at the national level, than those who will vote for it. It's literally baked into the cake of the overall Democrat demographic. And then you'll notice that, again, if that's the case, if only half of Democrats are from Mamdani and what he supports, then the best they can muster at a national level is 25% support. Half the Democrat Party. Again, if we just split the electorate down the middle, half the Democrat, 25% support. And that, my friends, is the very 80-20 doom loop that the Democrats are caught up in. There it is in a nutshell. If you want to know why they're caught up in an 80-20 doom loop, it's because they double down on woke, and woke splits the left and unites the right. 80-20 doom loop. And so with that said, really the final verdict is Zoran Mamdani represents everything intellectually and practically wrong with contemporary progressivism. His inevitable failure will provide a masterclass in why socialist municipal governance remains academic fantasy rather than political or practical possibility. And both his woke sentiments and anti-Israel extremism will permanently fracture the Democratic coalition, accelerating conservative electoral dominance for decades to come. Have you locked in your seat from my America Awakened Masterclass yet? Because seats are filling up fast. This is your shot to grab our Freedom Week discount before the price goes up. This isn't scripted, it isn't safe, and it sure as heck isn't censored. It's real, it's raw, and it's unapologetically patriotic, just like the early days of Turley Talks that helped ignite a movement. But listen, this discount won't last. Click the link, claim your spot, and join the rising tide of Americans reclaiming faith, family, and freedom. Let's light the fire of liberty and awaken America together.